Alright. Is it working? Let's see. Yep, looking like everything's really good. Okay. I like it. Alright. Hello, everyone. Who is here? This would be One Piece Chapter 1044, my review. Welcome. Alright. We're going to start this off. Welcome all who joins us later on or now. If you are interested in seeing my review of the chapter, I am new to YouTube. I'm not new to YouTube, I'm new to this area of YouTube. So I'm going to do this as best as I can. Hope you enjoy. Let's see what happens here. One Piece Chapter 1044, Warrior of Liberation. Germa 66, an Emotionless Excursion. Volume 8. Mama's away on her trip. Begin the experiments. Alright. Looks like I gotta do it like this. How am I gonna do this? It's been a while. Oh, come on. Come on. Why are you not working? Oh, here we go. It works like that. What happened to me? Why can I still stand? Even though I lost, I'm having fun for some reason. Ah ha 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 ha. Doom do 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 do. Doom da 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 da. Doom da 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 da. Momo looking shocked. Of course, if you found out that revelation of the person you've been with for the past few months ended up being the person your father said it was supposed to be. Luffy is Joy Boy. Is that what Zunisha is saying? Yamato looking shocked. Momo's still up there trying to push the castle itself. Pleasure Hall, Left Brain Tower. Ah, eek. You're awake, Sir Pirate. There's Sanji getting healed and everything. Luffy. So he's apparently using his observation hockey like he usually does. This is shocking that he woke up from it. But, hey, he's awake now. He gets to witness what his captain can do. Performance floor. Zadoom. Huh? Ra, Gia. Huh? What? Is that you, Straw Hat fellow? Straw Hat? Marco says. And that's all Kid, Law, Hiori. It's hard to say his name. The old man. They're all feeling what Luffy is doing. His conquer talking and everything else. Pretty sure. His voice. Straw Hat. Marco. He tells Nami and Otaka. No, I don't think Otoki. Otama. Nami and Otama both hugging each other. Luffy's alive? Big Bruder's still breathing? Oh man, Gurg. Now we go back to... Oh! Alright, we're going back to Sekir Mary Joa. The Hall of Authority, or Hall of Power. Pangea Castle. So we lost an elite agent and made Kaido angry. What was the point? What if I told you that there was a potential future that would make us beg for this outcome? It is always better to eliminate dangerous variables. In every era, the world government has attempted to recover the Gum Gum fruit, and not once has it ever ever succeeded. Okay, for 800 years, you have been. So you're telling me in 800 years, y'all did not once succeeded in getting the Gum Gum fruit? It makes sense since Luffy has it, but that. Okay. It is as though the devil fruit is trying to escape our grasp. It very might well be. Dome fruits contain a will of their own. This particular fruit has the name of a god. The other name of the Gum Gum fruit is the Zoan type human fruit, mystical type Monica. Uh, do dum da. Ah ha. Do dum da da. So Luffy's a Zoan? The Zoan type human fruit, mystical type model, Nika, the sun god. Mm. Possessing a body with the properties of rubber and fighting in whatever way he fancies, bringing smiles to the faces of the people. The warrior of liberation, also known as Nika, the sun god. Okay. So Luffy's a god now? Sorry, I had tears. Not gonna lie, that made me tear up. Nika is a sun god. There's a fantastic panel right there of freaking Luffy in the silhouette of the moon on top of the roof, having a huge smile. It looks like he has clouds coming around his shoulders and stuff. Man. Awakening brings his rubbery body greater physical strength and freedom. It is said that in all the world, there is no more power. There is no power more ridiculous. Bro. Bro. So Nika the Sun God has the most ridiculous power in the world. Okay, let's move on. I have questions. Treasure repository, second floor, Onigashima. Hiori. I love Yoden too. You know. Think carefully now. I was being used by Kaido. Oh man, Orochi, man, my dude, you screwed up. You know this, man. You long screwed up. After all these things you've done, why are you still trying? Just accept your fate, dude. You got beheaded by Kaido. You got killed multiple occasions by Zoro. I think your Zoro Law cut your heads off. I was being used by Kaido. Come, let's escape his wrath together. Now, undo the nails. That's right, she put sea stone nails upon him last time. After you have kicked dirt upon every. Oh, where am I at? I was right here. My father upheld his promise to you, did he not? Who do you expect will listen to you now? After you have kicked dirt upon every samurai to whom you owed a debt. He trusted in you. He trusted in the deal that he made with you and Kaido to liberate Wano. For 5 long years, my father danced and made a fool of himself, never once explaining himself to his own family. My father kept his word. Rochi looking shocked. He believed that you would free the people in the end and withstood 1 hour of your boiling cauldron. He withstood the searing burns of the bubbling oil. Despite that smile that never left his face, he bore your torments all alone because the entire country was taken hostage. His suffering was unimaginable. Freaking Ra. Is she taking off the mask? No, she's not. Not yet. The thing, it looks like she's shaking, wearing the little dog mask, or cat mask, whatever it is. What's the matter, Yori? It doesn't feel bad when everybody says mean things about you, father. Oh, doesn't it feel bad when everybody says mean things about you, father? Not at all, my dear. Why not? Because I have you. I have all of you. Really? Then we'll be together forever. So they have a little flashback between Hiori and her father Odin. Odin looking like Odin always. She's shocked. Or not shocked, she's come to realization. Actually, I realize now that Odin was a great samurai. In fact, speaking as Shogun, I think your father deserves. There's Rochi shocked again. Hurt. My name is Kazuki Hiori. Kazuki Hiori, yeah. My name is Kazuki Hiori. Hold your tongue, you knave. Ooh. A nice shot of Hiori crying. Angry. Of course she is. She has to be angry. She's been feeling all this for years. 20 years to be exact. The one thing that freaking Momo hasn't experienced is 20 years of torment. Of pain and suffering that she had to endure. That's how much she had to endure with. I can't wait for freaking Momo and Hiori to meet together. Heap! No matter the growling of my stomach and the rags I had to wear, I never shamed my father's name. You were never the shogun, not even for a single day. Wicked and foolish and wretched. The worse you became, the greater insult to the lives that were lost. Speak away, Hiori. Speak away. Oh, wow. Hey, not so fast. Don't do anything rash. Revenge is as antiquated. It's behind the times. And killing me won't make it any easier to beat Kaido. Bro. What do you mean by that? It's not like you can help. There's nothing you can do. He beheaded you, boy. He doesn't care about you anymore, Orochi. To him, you were an annoying, sniveling fool who played in his hands the whole entire time. Lord Orochi. Oh. Am I seeing what I'm seeing? Is this what I'm looking at? Ugh. Lord Orochi. I have failed. Is that you, Kanjuro? I am spent. No, perfect timing. I gave you a new play to perform. Burn that woman to death. Leap onto her clothing. Wahahaha. We'll call it the failure of the woman's 20-year revenge. As last, what a tragic tale. Witness the plight of Hiori, the remnant of the Kasugi name. This is the fate of all who were once mighty. Okay. Lord Orochi. Whoosh. Wah! Hey, no, not over here. That sight is perfect. Orochi. You had this long time coming. Yeah! The little Conjuro, little wispy thing attacks freaking Orochi. Looks like he's burning alive now. There's Hiori. The dawn is sure to come. Conjuro, you idiot! Help me, Hiori! Yow! Why would she want to help you? You're on fire now. Just shut it and die, dude. Just die. The Kazuki clan always keeps its promises. And then all you hear is dun 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 doom dun 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 doom dun 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 dun. Little dot dot dot. Oh, I can do everything I wanted to do. I think I can fight a bit longer. My heartbeat sounds so funny. Luffy looking weird. Hey, Luffy, your arms okay? Your legs too? This is the pinnacle of what I can do. This is Gear 5. Gear 5? I thought it was your awakening. Gear 5. Hmm. Okay, it's Gear 5. Don't cry now, Michael. Don't cry now. Alright. Gotta keep in the feelings. Look, next panel looks like Kaido is flying around freaking the pleasure hall, tearing things up, and all of a sudden, zap, 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 Conqueror's Haki coming from the sky. Ah! Huh? The beach pirates are falling down, looking like typical Conqueror thing. What is it, Min? I think he just noticed. Yeah, Zud, Zud. He just noticed he's looking at what is up there on the roof. Kaido looking terrified. His eyes freaking bulging. Not bulging entirely, but he has those little lines and he has those sweat across his face. Looking a little bit terrified, my dude. More crumbling, more that, more Conqueror's Haki. Hey, what's wrong? Is that Supreme King Haki? Where are they coming from? Bro. This man literally shoves his arm into the roof, gigantifies it, and he is grabbing Kaido like a wet noodle. Wah! Freaking Kaido notices it. Bro, Kaido. Dude. I don't know, man. I know you're a big boy, but what the what the hell? What? Law and Kid are all shocked. Straw Hat? Chopper's crying. Is that Luffy? Ooh, yeah, nice panel of freaking Luffy. Oh, he has that smile, sinister smile. No way. Kaido. Kaido's eyes bulging out of his skull. Ah! Being grabbed. Kaido? He's getting just yoinked right out of the freaking ground. This man just got freaking yoinked like a freaking ramen from a bowl. Luffy just yoinked him. Next page shows Kaido freaking just up in the air, dude. Luffy having a hold of him, leaning back like this. He's like that. Large arm. Jeez. What the freak? This dude looking like Popeye. Bro, what is Luffy right now? Right now he has like one arm around him, the other is bulging, like flexing, like they're showing like little anger mark. Yeah, you know how anger marks are, little bulging marks or veins. It's showing that it's like, flexing, bro. Luffy, he. And then Kyle's just getting spun around, his eyeballs go bulging. He's like, yeah, what? Luffy's above, and all of a sudden, so let me paint you all a picture. Remember when was it? Thriller Bark when Oars and Luffy was Monster Luffy. Remember that? I hope y'all do, cause y'all went back then. Y'all know exactly what this panel reminds me of. It reminds me of when Luffy went Monster for it and started slamming oars around like freaking nothing. Went boom, 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 boom. That is exactly what this reminds me of. On top of that, most famous scene off of Avengers, Hulk slamming around Loki like a puny god. And I wouldn't be surprised if Oda referenced that. His reference for that is that puny god thing. So right now, Luffy is legit has Kaido, I think, by his midsection. Because already around his tail looking like it. But he's just slamming Kaido upon the ground like boom, boom, boom. Just slamming him. Not giving a care in the world. Just, man, Kaido got manhandled. Crack. There's Kaido's freaking head upon the ground. Jesus. Huff, huff. Ah ha ha ha. Got another look at Luffy, his hair and his face, his muscles. Kaido looking dazed as hell. And now he has a huge grin on his face. He's bleeding. Of course Kaido's bleeding. He's been bleeding. Straw Hat, you survived. Thank you. And then he suddenly fires a blast breath. A Boro breath. Boom. Okay. Luffy laying on the ground, freaking laughing. Ah ha 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 ha. Huh? Oh. This dude. Bro. His eyes popping out of his socket. Looking like freaking Looney Tunes up in here. Bro. More look at it, more is getting funnier. What? So he sees the blast breath. And he grips the floor. He's like, grab. And the next thing he does is. Let me look at. Okay. So he grabs the floor, gets muscular, and went, Nurr! And freaking yoinks the cloud up. Not the cloud, the floor of the freaking roof up. I think he rubberizes it. Because it looks like it's stretching. And Kaido's beam hits it. Like dead on hits it. And then, go! Fires right back at Kaido. Kaido's like, what? The money shot. Bro. You don't have to do me dirty like this, man. Oh, that is just perfect. Yes, I did get spoiled about this part right here. I did see the scene. That's the reason why I have it as my main picture. But we got to one. Oh man, he looks good. My boy Luffy, he's looking mighty good, man. So it shows the scene where the explosion happens from the boar breath. Practically probably hit Kaido. square in the face, and you just have Luffy on his back like this, laughing away, and underneath him says Gear Fifth. Gear Fist. I remember when I saw the spoiler, I was like, "Is this right? Is this what? Is this actually Gear Fist?" Because everybody's speculation what Gear Fist would have been was him fully covered in hockey. But this is surprising. Oda did surprise us with this one. He looking, he has the clouds around him like he does in Gear Fourth, but his hair is different. He's laughing, of course. There's nothing else different about him. That's just all. That's it. Looking like Luffy. And then we go down. I'm sorry about that idiot earlier. I didn't want to win that way. Kyle saying sorry. He didn't want to win that way. Then Luffy looking, oh, what the hell? Yeah, that's another one that I got spoiled on. Because whenever they did, oh man, I forgot about that. Don't sweat it. Let's finish this up. Looking creepy as hell. This man is looking creepy as hell. Ooh, he has Sanji eyes. Not eyes, eyebrows. Okay. To be continued. Okay. Anything else? I know we don't have a break next week. So. Okay. Well, that chapter is nuts. Extremely nuts. This man is freaking God. Whew. Where did I put it at? Okay. Alright, let's go back. Because I want to go from the beginning. Something hit my window for a second there. Alright. So we figured that Luffy is Joy Boy. From the last chapter, it seems like he is. Don't know if it was inherited or he's actually Joy Boy. I don't think he's actually Joy Boy. I think he just inherited it. Unless the Devil Fruit is Joy Boy itself. Who knows? But it is the model Nika fruit, so. They know that Luffy's Joy Boy. Sanji having observation hockey. He is able to sense Luffy. Makes sense. Let's move on. Now here's where we get a lot of lore-based stuff. To be honest. Now I'm gonna be honest as all comes. I'm probably in the majority here, most likely. There's a huge question revolving around the Gorosei. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people probably feels this way as well. Why the heck did they not even go after Luffy if they knew he was rubber? Like from when was the first time he was presented to the world? Arlong Park. After Arlong Park, when he was heading towards Log Town. Why in the ever-loving God did they not stop him then? Why didn't they not just send someone like CP9 at the time with Rob Lucci and just go kill him before he even started his adventure? Now, I have that question, but I might have some theories on that as well. The reason why they didn't do it, and I will leave some of those for a video. But I'll tell you one. Why not just one? One of my theories is that they probably didn't know at the time that Luffy, for some reason, didn't know at the time that Luffy had the fruit. Like they could have mistakenly made it out to seem like, oh, it's actually the Gum Gum fruit. It's not the Nika Nika fruit. So that when they looked at him, they're like, oh no, it's just regular rubber. He's not gonna do nothing much at all, and we'll be fine. It's probably still out there somewhere. We're still gonna have to find who's who because he freaking lost it. But hey, it's probably out there somewhere else. He probably doesn't have it. It's just a coincidence that he's rubber. It might go that route, but that just seems like they're lazy. That just makes it seem like they're lazy. I don't I don't see that being one of the ways, but it could be a way that he could do it. So them not freaking killing Luffy anytime soon or trying to dispose of him anytime soon is a flaw right now. One of the big flaws in the chapter, just in one. This chapter didn't have much flaws at all, anyways. This is probably the only flaw in this chapter, other than freaking Luffy's fruit itself. Which leads me on to the second part. We find out the actual true name of Luffy's devil fruit. Luffy's devil fruit is the zone type human fruits, mystical type model Nika, the sun god. I know I haven't been watching One Piece or reading One Piece that long. I have only read or watched it for the past 2 years. But I did start from the beginning. And I know I haven't been there all that time to actually go through the whole 20 years, 22 years of One Piece that has been around to experience everything firsthand. This is actually one of the few chapters I actually got a chance to witness up front and by myself. But them to say after all this time, since chapter 1, episode 1, whatever you fancy your liking, that Luffy's fruit isn't what it was. He may still have rubber, but he is a totally different type of fruit. He is a Zoan type, not only a Zoan, but a mystical Zoan. A deity Zoan. The sun god, Nika Zoan. This is a big revelation in One Piece. To find out, now I feel like, I know I don't, like I said, I don't have that experience of it. I haven't been with One Piece that long. But I feel like the people who had been here reading manga and watching episodes from day one just to find out that Luffy, Monkey D. Luffy, does not have the Gum Gum fruit, but a Mystical Zoan fruit modeled Nika. That must put everybody's brains into overdrive. The ones who've been reading this since day one or close to it, their brains must be melting with so many questions and reasons why this happened. Why Oda decided to go this route. Why did he have to change his devil fruit? Or reveal that it wasn't actually the true name of the devil fruit. There has been a lot of theories that Luffy's devil fruit wasn't going to be what it seems. But it wasn't until like last chapter, or a few chapters, even a few chapters after that we found out there was a certain fruit that wasn't what it seems. When we found out last chapter, it was Luffy's. And so, we figured that we'll finally get the name. Ended. A lot of people predicted resin fruit. Some predicted even mystical Zoan, some Wukong. But he went a totally different route. and went sun god Nika. And yes, Nika is a prominent figure throughout One Piece. He's an established deity. He may have lived at one point in time. He might not be living now, but this devil fruit might contain his power. But at one point in time, this deity lived in One Piece. And so, and it has been referenced since Skypiea. Yes, I'm bringing up Skypiea. Everybody says, oh, it's the weakest chapter. The weakest freaking act. I could say somewhat that is true. I do like Inaru, and I like how that ended. At some points, it got a little bit boring. But at some points, it was pretty good at other points. Which overall made it a decent chapter in my books. But there's a scene in there showing Luffy jumping around a fire and having a silhouette. It wasn't until all the way to Wano arc when Who's Who brought up the sun god Nika for the very first time. And everybody put it all back to Luffy in that scene. So, Sun God Nika has been a prominent figure throughout the thing. It has been mentioned a few times. Or shown or hinted at a few times. It wasn't until Wano arc where it fully brought to light. Now, who this Sun God Nika was, I can't tell you. We don't know. But, yeah, to find out his fruit belongs to a deity that belonged into the One Piece world, it must be a shocking revelation to a lot of people. Pretty much a very shocking revelation. Now, and to find out this is no power more ridiculous. There is no power more ridiculous in the world. Ridiculous. Not most powerful, not most strong, or whatever you want to say it. Most ridiculous. And you get to see why later in the chapter, because he did stuff that wasn't possible. It's ridiculous. It's only he can do it. So it makes sense. Now, this scene. I have a feeling this scene will be somewhat overlooked. Somewhat. But it will be overlooked nonetheless. Because people are more excited about Luffy. Who wouldn't be more excited about Luffy? And his awakening and his gear fist and all that good stuff. But here's the scene with Orochi and Hiori. Looking mighty good. This seems like a scene that fits the ending of Orochi's arc. I think Orochi dies after this scene. I'm pretty sure of it. And Hiori's probably going to stand there and watch as he dies to make sure he finally dies for good. So, this whole scene is about Hiori and Orochi and how Hiori remembers her father and remembers what all Orochi has done. And there's an amazing panel of Kazuki Hiori crying with frustration and anger because in 20 years she has been through hell and back, through poor situations to situations she didn't like. She had to endure 20 years of suffering just for this moment. And now 20 years of all that suffering is coming out at this point in time. And she is directing it to Orochi. Which makes huge sense because he was the one who got her father in the situation that they were in. He kidnapped this nation, like she said. He put her father in that situation. He caused her father's death. So why wouldn't she be angry? So it's a very powerful scene. It may be overlooked to certain degrees, but nonetheless, strong scene with Hiori and Rochi. And of course, Kanjuro coming back, looking like he has a redemption arc. Not gonna lie, he looks like it. He decided to kill fucking Rochi. Anyways, and he legit just walked up to him. Rochi did. Probably 6 feet under now. And so, yeah. And then we cut back, like, to freaking Kaido. Kaido sensing freaking Luffy's freaking power. And he's actually nervous. Now, first time seeing this scene, which was not even 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, I was confused. Why would Kaido be shocked or even scared? He looked scared. Looks terrified. But he's a Yonko. He shouldn't be scared or terrified. Of course, later on through the chapter, he becomes more happy, more enjoy knowing that Luffy is alive and stuff. But right here, he should know that Luffy was up there. He was up there. He was legit up there with Luffy not even a chapter or two ago. So it surprises me that he's like, what is up there on the roof? Maybe, just maybe, this is just me. I'm going to theorize right here, right now. Maybe Kaido did not recognize Luffy's voice or Luffy's haki. Maybe he did not recognize it because it's not Luffy's haki. Let me elaborate on that. What if Luffy's awakening changes him? Not like spiritually, but his outside. His haki increases significantly. Everything else increases significantly. So what Kyle's feeling is something totally different that he felt 2 chapters ago when he was facing Luffy in his Gear Force or regular form. So what if Kaido's feeling something else? And so he was scared and he's like, what is this? It's like very powerful. I don't know what it is. And it wasn't until he found out that it was Luffy, he's like, okay, it's you. This is going to get very interesting. And he was a lot more happier and stuff. Like if I go onto this panel right here, of course we got Luffy stretching and stuff. Let me go forward a little bit longer. So right here, after Kyle got freaking tossed around like a wet noodle, I'm going to keep on saying that he's a wet noodle. Straw Hat, you survived. Thank you. And he has that very mischievous grin. He's very happy that Straw Hat lived. Because Straw Hat and Kaido's fight resembled Odin's. Although it played out a lot longer than Odin, Kaido had a lot more fun with Luffy than he thought he was going to. So when it ended so abruptly by CP0, the masked guy, when he held Luffy's arm, it devastated him. But to now find out he's still alive and that he's a lot more powerful than he thought he was, man, Kaido's ready for the challenge. He is ready. He knows this is going to be a fight that he can endure, that he needs to win, that he wants to win to prove he's the strongest. And to keep that title as the strongest creature alive. Another thing that just passed through my mind real quick. What happens if Luffy beats freaking Kaido? Since Luffy's now a mystical Zoan, wouldn't that title switch over to Luffy being the strongest creature? So let that sink in a little bit. Let it sink in. Luffy, the strongest creature in the world. Or the strongest man. Take Whitebeard's title as well. And the 5th Emperor. I like it. I like it a lot. That's something interesting. So, yeah. So, Kaido is happy that Luffy is alive. And it shows it. Heck, near the end, practically at the end of the chapter, after he got that freaking Boruba sent right back at freaking Kaido, he's like, "I'm sorry about the idiot earlier. I didn't want to win that way." Why did he say idiot? It's like he knew CP0. They were at Kaido's thing. Why were they at Kaido's thing? And Kyle didn't freaking just didn't mind that he was there. Okay. I'm sorry about that idiot earlier. I didn't want to win that way. So he proves that he didn't want to win. He was in desperate. He was distraught. And now he's happy that Luffy's back. And the fight gets to continue. Next chapter. And we also have no break next week. Wonderful. Good news to hear. Now, let's get to Luffy. What is going on with his power, man? This dude looking like a Looney Tunes character can inflate himself on will, looking like freaking Popeye up in here, without hockey. He's not in Gear Force. He's looking hella strong. Let me stop that right there. I have a thought going across my mind right now. Another one. What happens if Luffy uses his awakening and combines it with his hockey? Bro, is Luffy OP? Is he overpowered? I can't say he's overpowered, but is he the strongest person in One Piece? He might be. He might just be. That will leave for a video. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put a video on that. Luffy, what happens if he combines his awakening and his hockey with it? Because hockey is a separate thing from freaking the awakening. Hockey is like it's something natural to him. The devil fruit itself has awakening. So if you combine both of them, what happens? That's gonna be something interesting to talk about. But yeah, Luffy freaking growing big on the whim, lifting up the ground like a freaking rubberine, like a rubber freaking mat, reflecting Kaido's blast breath. Still laughing like freaking nut job. It has those freaking popping out eyeballs stuff. I don't care about that. This dude, this man, he is something else. I can't wait for next chapter, dude. I'm gonna post a video on what his power could be, what his limits could be. There's gotta be a time limit, right? Of course there should be. It's his first time going into Gear 5th, aka his awakening. There's gotta be a time limit. Unless he doesn't have one, then oh god. That just makes him overpowered right there. No, not overpowered. Why you gotta keep saying overpowered, Michael? Something he just makes him powerful automatically. Like he's just got a permanent power up. Which question makes me question what's going to happen in the future. What happens if Blackbeard gets another fruit? And one that I think he might get is probably the Kraken fruit. So he might have a mix of Paramecia, Logia, and freaking Zone. That's what I think Blackbeard's going to have. So, what happens if Blackbeard gets his final fruit? Will Luffy's Gear Fist be strong enough? Right now, with confidence and a lot of it, Luffy is in for sure a Yonko now. In Yonko level. Heck, he probably is Admiral level now. Most likely is Admiral level. So, this power is something else. I can't wait. I think next chapter is going to be nuts. I think it's really going to be nuts. I don't think anybody's ready for it. I personally, this is me, alright? I think next chapter will be the final chapter of this battle. I think Kaido versus Luffy ends to the next chapter. That's what I think. I think Kaido and Luffy's fight ends next chapter. And that we may get Kaido's flashback in that chapter. It might be a short one. It might not be a long one like everybody thinks it's going to be. I think it's going to be a short one. But I think it's going to end next chapter. Kaido will be defeated next chapter. I don't think Luffy's going to lose. No, I really don't think he's going to lose. And I don't think Kaido has awakening. I think what he's in right now is his awakening. He's old enough, he should have already have awakening. So, he should have brought it out by now or got close to bringing it out now. He's low on power, he's low on stamina. I don't think he has awakening. Unless, like I said, probably that is his awakening. Because remember, he is the fish fruit. Model type Mystical Zoan. Model type Azure Dragon. Was it Azure Dragon? Or was it freaking koi fish? It's one of those. But remember, there's something about the freaking waterfowl thing where it turns into a dragon. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty sure I don't think Kaido has awakening. Or he already is in his awakening. So I'm pretty sure the chapter might actually end tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Next chapter. Not chapter blood. The fight might end next chapter. But of course, I could be wrong. But I don't see why he should pull this out any more longer than he should. I'm pretty sure he should end it soon. We're getting close to the end of Wano. Now, what I'm interested happening going forward with this, I want to see the world government's reaction to Luffy actually having awakened it. Luffy beating Kaido. I want to see his bounty. I want to see what the bounty of the rest of the crew is. And I want to see what attention they have now against the world. Will the world be up in chaos? Will the world know fully that Luffy is something else? I don't know. But I want to see what happens next. It's very interesting, and I really do want to see it. So, yeah. Let me go check on this. Alright. 45 minutes. No, 53 minutes. Alright. I think that should be good right there. It's my reaction and my review at the same time. So I hope y'all enjoyed. I did this for y'all. Hopefully y'all get it and enjoy it. I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye, y'all. My next stream will be probably next weekend. I will have a video hopefully coming out. I don't know how to edit. I might have to find someone to do it for me or teach me how. But next weekend I will have another chapter review and reaction up for chapter 1045. And then by that time we should see if I was right or wrong about what happened next chapter. So, hope you enjoyed. And I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye, y'all.